Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can cover your cake with fondant. And here is my cake, and also let's dive into the tools that we'll be using and the ingredients. So here I have my fondant already, so I wrap it inside my nylon so that hair will not enter. And also I have my corn flour for dusting and easy rolling, and also have some shortening for easy work, and some rolling pin, and my fondant smoother, and some pizza cutter for cutting. If you don't have that, you can use knife. So let me put my cake aside so we can start. But before then, I'm going to, this cake is 6 inches cake, and it has 4 layer here. And I have already trimmed this cake and cover it with buttercream. So here is my fondant. So the reason why you need to wrap your fondant so it won't dry out. So this fondant, I have made it ahead before this shooting this video. So you see me here, I just added some corn flour to my work table so that it's easy for me to knead. So you are going to knead this fondant until it's applicable. That means it's already stretching, you know that is okay. So you see me here, I'm going to take some shortening. When you put shortening in your hand, your fondant, you see how it's just stretching now. It makes it even stretch more and it's neat. So here, that now that I've kneaded to that the stage that I want, and my fondant is already shiny, so you can see it's ready. So I'm going to put more corn flour on the floor. The reason I'm using corn flour, because I don't, if I use icing sugar, this fondant is going to be absorb the more icing sugar. Sometimes it can even make your fondant to crack, so I don't use icing sugar when rolling my fondant. I prefer using corn flour. So you see the corn flour here, I'm just going to roll it a bit round. It might not be perfect round so but we are just going to roll it until first I will have to measure our cake size. So is that length I'm going to use to roll my fondant. So this fondant, I'm going to roll it like not too thick, not too thin, because you don't want the fondant to break when you are putting it. So now you are done with the rolling, you can just use your fondant smoother to make sure you smooth the up. And if you have a bubble in your fondant, just use a pin to post it. But here I don't have any bubble, but in case you come across bubble because of the rolling, so I'm going to use my rolling pin to make sure I lift my fondant up, and I'm just going to put it on top of my cake. Chicken. So now that I've put the fondant, it's time to spread it. You know this cake, I mean, it has buttercream, so you need to be very careful, especially when you are working with white fondant. So this cake is just a demo purpose. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just stretching, making sure that I spread, and the way you are spreading it, you are also measuring, you make sure every part of the fondant touch the body of the cake. And as you are doing it, the fondant will be stretching and will be just falling down. So is a process, so you keep practicing it till you are very good in it. It's not just one day, so keep practicing. If this is your first time of you seeing my video, you are highly welcome. Here is easy delicious recipe. Please, you can follow me by clicking on the subscribe button so that anytime I post new video, you get notification. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you want to learn how to make fondant, you can check the page. You are going to see the video on how you can make easy fondant at home. And also check the page for more easy recipe to try at home. They are very easy and they are not difficult. So here you can see me that I now have just trimmed all the excess of the butter out, and you are seeing some buttercream on my board. It's fine, because we will soon clean it out. So this is how I cover my cake. And when covering fondant cake, I like to add some buttercream. I'll cover it with some buttercream first before I finally add my fondant on top. I don't like my cake to just be empty and just the fondant covering the cake. So sometimes I use chocolate ganache, but if I'm not using chocolate ganache, if I'm using a buttercream, you are definitely going to have some stain like this. So I'm just wiping the stain out with my tissue or your kitchen towel or your serviette. So here, now that we've trimmed the excess of the fondant, I'm adding some corn flour, and I'm using my fondant smoother to make sure I smooth anywhere that I know that is not perfect to my looking. So I'm still going to put some decoration on this cake so that nobody is going to see it after I put the border. So here is how you can cover your cake the easy way. And here I'm using my fondant smoother to make sure I smooth every part of the fondant that I know that is not okay. So that is how you can cover your cake with fondant. You can go ahead and put any type of design on your cake, and our fondant cake is ready. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.